So 2026 is here with us. It's here with us. It's now 21 days after 2025, the 21st day of the year. And looking at it as still the beginning of the year, what have you been doing for the 21 days? For the 20 days, it's morning here where I am. So for the 20 days of January, what have you been doing when it comes to working on your goals, working on your visions? What have you been doing? The Bible in Habakkuk, it says that we should write down our visions on tablets. But is it just writing down? Or is it about having the real vision of what you want to achieve? And what are you doing to align yourself with these goals? Today, I wanted us to talk about goal setting and how to master your goals, how to master goal setting and work on them, and also how to visualize. One way of visualizing, which is for me the best one, is vision board. I was, when growing up in high school, I was that student who never loved reading books. I never used to love reading. And this, like the set books, I never used to love reading them. I used to like everything that is, mathematical. But anything that was about reading a book, that wasn't me. That wasn't me at all. So I came up with this idea because I knew that I need to read to grow. Now that I am doing what I do and I want to grow, I want to become a different person, I want to transform so many things about myself, I had to stay informed. So I had to work on my reading habit. So I came across, God is good, I came across this photo here, this wall hanging. For me, it says, when you read books, you grow and you sparkle. When you read books, you grow and you sparkle. So when I came across this wall hanging, I just couldn't leave it. I had to buy it. I didn't have enough money at that time, but I somehow came up with the money because it really spoke to me. And it's usually like a reminder every day that I need to read. So it's like a piece of a vision board for me. And I've put it in my house at a place where I can see it every day. It's not something that you will miss when you come to my house. So now, when it comes to goal setting, when you come back to goal setting, this is goal setting, and mastering goal setting is turning your daily effort. How do we turn our daily effort into consistent activity? So turning daily activity into consistent, or daily effort into consistent activity, when, as we look at how we are, what it is that we are trying to achieve. So when you look at your goals, now the activities that you're going to be doing, how well are you aligned to these activities? How well are you aligned to these goals? How well are you aligned to your visions, your big visions? And there's a difference between visions and goals. We will look at that also. So, why does goal setting really matter? The first reason is that it's going to help you to focus. It's going to help you to focus on the high value activities that help you to achieve 1, 2, 3. So it is going to sharpen your focus. When you have goals, when you know where you're going, and you have them at a place where you can see every day, every morning, when you wake up, you are able to see where you're going or your path, how are you planning on these goals? How are you growing them? How are you growing yourself as you grow your goals? So it becomes a way of life. It becomes the reason you wake up every day because your focus stays there. Number two is that goal setting will help you to prevent burnout because you're setting measurable progress. You're setting uh, things that you're able to do, things that are achievable, things that have timelines, activities that have timelines and are achievable according to your means, according to where you are. So it will help you to prevent burnout. You do what you can, and every day you know that you've planned for the day. You know that what you have planned is something that you can achieve. So it's not something, you're not just doing things, like you're being carried around like by a whirlwind. A whirlwind, a leaf when it's carried by a whirlwind, it's usually like put or thrown at whatever direction, and it will fall at whatever place that it will fall. And you realize that it didn't have control of the whirlwind. But when you have goals, you prevent your burnout, you have your focus. And number three is that you're able to convert your daily effort into some predictable activity or income or outcome. So every day you know that there's something that you're achieving, is an achievement after you have been able to do the things that you had planned to do. So goal setting is a way to, or mastering your goals is a way to keep you grounded to the things that really matter. Uh, like you can have a routine and say, in the morning, I'm going to be doing my fitness, my prayer, my reading. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I can do. For you to stay grounded, you must, first of all, ground yourself. So you must be the first goal that you work on. You as a person, you must be the first goal you work on. Because if you don't work on yourself, chances are that you're going to get to a place where you feel fatigued, you feel like you have burnout and you don't really perform. So you have to really work on yourself first. Today I overstretched. I've been doing my morning routine is waking up, say a prayer, and get out and walk. My target is usually to walk 10,000 steps per day. The day before yesterday and today, for the 3 days that the consecutive 3 days, I have pushed myself harder. And I know that right now I'm feeling more like it's really taking my energy down because by the time it's midday, I feel like sleeping. I feel like I want to take a nap, and sometimes I do when I'm in a place where I can take a nap. But I know that I am getting tired so that I get better. So sometimes we stop very early before we even start seeing changes. When I started, I would do just 5,000 steps because I was at a place where I wasn't doing any exercise and my body had, like, oh, every place would ache just after doing 5,000 steps. And 5,000 steps is not a long distance. That's like 2, 3 kilometers or so. Yeah, about 2.5 kilometers. That's a very short distance. But I would get so tired, but I kept on doing it and doing it until now, up to now. Now I'm able to do even up to 15,000 steps. So when we set goals and we do not keep at it, at first it's not going to feel comfortable because you're beginning something. By now, there are people who have already stopped working on their own goals. Maybe somebody had set their goals on the first and started. But by now, you realize there are people who have already given up or have already felt drained and stopped, and they're not able to get up and do it. So for you to continue doing it, you must accept to be uncomfortable so that you get to a place where you now start feeling comfortable. So you have to look at the difference between what activity is and what the result is. Activity is what you have to wake up and do every day, push yourself no matter what. And the results is what you will see later, much later. So we can say, like, walking every day is the activity. It will not feel comfortable initially. It will not, trust you me, because the human body or the mind is usually it's created, it's made in a way that it's here to protect us. So the mind fights to protect us, to protect the body from harm. Anything uh, that doesn't feel normal, or something that feels foreign, will the brain will want to fight it off. So if we do not fight the brain, take this as war and fight the brain back and say, tell it different, tell it that this is for your own good. So we attach the activity that we are trying to do to something positive, like some feel good, some kind of adrenaline, some assumption, some we have to really, really work on the mind and keep telling the mind that no, this is for you, this is for our own good. You don't need to protect me now. I'm working for our own good. I'm reading the book Atomic Habits, and this is something that I'm really learning about why I have been starting dreams and or goals, and I stopped somewhere, especially when it comes to fitness and wellness, my own wellness, health and fitness. These are things that I would begin, and I would get to a place where I don't really fight. I don't need to fight. Why should I keep on hurting myself? So I find myself stopping. But now, after reading the book, which I'm still in the process of reading, I am learning that the mind tells me to stop because it's trying to to protect me, but I need to take charge and tell the brain that now this is not protection. Instead, you need to sit back and let me fight for us. You need to let me fight for this. Other activities that would encourage your growth would be like, if you're in business, if you're in employment, making calls to sell to your customers, attending meetings, necessary meetings that relate to what you do, sending follow-ups so that you can be able to sell, and such kind of things. Now, these are efforts, but they have no direction unless you have goals that have been set. So these are efforts that you can do every day. You can be busy, but you're not being productive. So you have to ask yourself, yes, I have been busy, but have I been productive? Have I really been productive? Look at the difference and see where you are. Gauge yourself. And sometimes we don't want to tell ourselves the negatives, because the world beats us as it is. It's beating you left, right, and center. Life is beating you left, right, and center. So we do anything that we can to protect ourselves. That's why it's usually so hard to accept the truth. It's usually so hard to stay in pain. So we will want to take something that will numb the pain, but we are not really numbing. We are just trying to cover it up. It's like covering a wound, and it has pus inside, and you still put the bandage on it. You have to break that wound, tear it down, clean that pus until you see the red. and then put your medicine and your bandage. You cannot put medicine on a on a patch that a wound patch that has pus. You have to first clean it up. Now that is to tell you that you must accept to feel the pain. You must accept that this is what I am feeling. This is what I'm going through. And until I can be able to work on this, then that's when I can break the wound open to be able to, to apply medicine and then heal. So when we look at results, now results are what you will get later. Results will always come later. The reason you're in the position you're in right now, especially when you look at finances, relationships, your own personal health, mental health, where you are today is a result of what you were doing yesterday. So the activity of yesterday determined what you're going through today. The activity of today is going to determine the results of tomorrow. So that's the difference between activity and results. So we have to be able to look at what activities are we doing today. I might be broke today, but what am I doing with my time? Am I just scrolling, waiting for manna, or waiting for somebody who has promised something, or waiting to be paid? Am I just sitting down watching movies instead of making calls and follow ups, going out there to visit customer offices and such kind of things? What am I doing? What is my activity today? And am I aligning to my tomorrow goals, to my tomorrow? Because goals are not in the present, goals are in the future. What are you doing right now that is going to make sure that you elevate yourself from where you are right now to where you want to be tomorrow? What money do you want to make tomorrow? What clients do you want to have achieved, to have sold to tomorrow? So goals are just a gap between daily actions and your achievements, daily activities, and the results that you're expecting. So ask yourself again: Am I busy or am I productive? When you're setting your goals, you must be smart about it to be able to set um, goals that will mean something. You must be smart to set smart goals. So you have to transform vague wishes. Goals are not vague wishes. So you have to transform the vague wishes into actionable targets. So they have to be smart, actionable targets. And SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound. So for the goals to be specific, you need to know, what exactly am I looking for? What exactly am I trying to achieve? If it is about customers, the number of customers you want to go to every day, the number of customers you want to sell to in a month, the amount of income that is, you cannot say I want to make a lot of money. You should say I want to make maybe $100,000 in a month, in this month, or in this a number of months. So how much money do you want in numbers? You have to be specific. If it is maybe about relationships, I want to be married by um, June next year, June 2027. If you want to be married, what kind of marriage are you looking for? What um, things are you going to be doing? What kind of partner are you looking for? Be specific. Measurable. M for measurable. That, every time be able to track your progress. So being able to measure your progress, like the number of clients that you want to have talked to by the end of the week, the number of clients you want to have trained by the end of the month or by the end of the first quarter, because numbers never lie. Numbers don't lie. So you have to put numbers in in your goals. Make sure that they are measurable. Don't over exaggerate, but also don't you also need to understand your worth, so that you put your numbers at a place where uh, I need I need to be able to achieve. I'm able to achieve this. I'm able to measure what I can do. Achievable based on your current position, either financial position, spiritual, mental. Be realistic according to your strength. So don't overstretch yourself. Just be realistic. Don't let them stress you so much. Sometimes we say that when your goals are not as big, no, when your goals are not big enough to scare you, then you need to go back to when your dreams are not big enough, yes, not goals, but dreams. When your dreams are not big enough to scare you, you need to go back to the drawing board and start dreaming again. So, what your dreams are the ones now you put in the vision board. We will look at that later. Now, for the R, relevance, your goals must be relevant. They have to align to your targets. When it comes, if it is your income target, you have to align your goals to your target. You have to have a supportive growth, supportive kind of a growth that you're looking at, that you're working on. So be relevant. Let your goals also be relevant and your activities be relevant. So align each and every thing about every aspect of your life into the goals that you're trying to set. T is for time bound. Let your dreams have deadlines, because you don't want to act on urgency. Everything that is an emergency will always not be, I don't know, it will not be given the best time, the best thought, the best process that it needs to marinate to be able to be achievable, to be a good goal, or give you a good result. Now let's jump into vision board. Vision board, a vision board is a visual reminder. It's a visual reminder of your why. It's a visual reminder of, why do I wake up every day? That dream, that big dream. So it's a visual reminder of the things that you want to achieve by whatever time, or just your dreams. So what is your dream house? What is your dream car? What is your dream relationship like? What is your dream income like? What is your dream career achievement? What is your dream adventure? What is your dream self love kind of, how does it look like? What certifications are you looking like? What are the places you want to travel? So those are your whys. Those are your visions. The things that you put in your vision board. The things that you want to see every day when you wake up. It's different from the goals. The goal is the roadmap. The goals are roadmaps. They connect dots and dots and dots until you're able to get to that place where we call it now, this was your vision. So vision boards keep changing, goals keep changing, but we have to have a roadmap. So the vision board is the destination, is the end goal. And for you to be able to achieve your goals, to achieve that vision that you have been visualizing, you must be able to wake up every day to this vision. You must have the end goal in mind when you're beginning. So that's why we are doing the vision board now. And probably you know that according to your capabilities, according to what you have today and what you're doing today, You can only be able to build your home, your dream home, which is probably a 5 bedroom house, a 3 bedroom house, whatever kind of house you're looking for or you're looking to have in the future. You know that you can only be able to get it within 5 years. But when you have the goal in mind, when you have the goal somewhere that you can see, let it be on your face. When you have it on your face, you're able to work on it every day. So having the goal in mind every day, every single day. So your vision board anchors to your purpose. It anchors you to your purpose, even during storms. I say that today you might be broke, but what you're doing today will determine what you will be tomorrow or where you will be tomorrow. Meaning that whether you're broke, whether you're sick, whether you're sad, whether you're broken, there must be activity that is going to guide you or is going to lead into the future that you're looking for. So if you are, regardless of where you are today, regardless of what you're going through right now, if you don't look at where you're going, if you don't change the vision and focus from what you're going through, your pain points, to how do I heal? So you're aligning. How do I heal? Um, how do I transform myself, my habits into my achievements? I have written a book called Heal, Transform, Achieve. I don't know if I have a copy here. Yes. So this is one of my first copies. It was just one of my first copies before I did the final copy. So it's called Heal, Transform, Achieve. Heal, Transform, Achieve. So whatever it is that you have gone through, it's possible to heal. And some of the things that we have gone through, we don't even, they are usually a result of things that we went through when we were babies, when we were children. Psychology says, give me a child between 0 to 7 years and I'll give you the man. Give me a child between 0 to 7 years. You can imagine now things that happened to you between 0 to 7. Those are things that you can't even remember. Zero meaning conception, from the day you were conceived, the things you have gone through when you are in your mother's womb. Think about it. The things that your mother was going through that you absorbed through experiencing her emotions when you were inside her, and now you were born. When she's holding you, the emotions that she was going through, you still suck that in, and you go through life, you grow, now these are your formative years up to 7 years. After 7 years, you still continue experiencing life according to the way you have been formed. You maybe were told so many no's, and now your self-esteem is low. And people wonder, why is this child so quiet? This child doesn't like playing while others are playing. And then you grow with that and you become an adult who behaves in a certain way, who attracts certain kind of people in their lives. And you don't understand why, you don't know why. For you, you just think that you're just unlucky. And these are things now we need to really work on and heal ourselves. So you have to look at, how do I heal? What is it that I went through that needs healing? What is it that I have come across that needs healing? What broke me? What happened to me? What really happened to me? So asking yourself those questions and then asking yourself, okay, I have gone through this. So you go through the healing process. Then you transform, because now you know that this is not who you are supposed to be, you are meant to be. You're a child of God. You're a winner. You're an achiever. look at things that describe you in the Bible, according to the Bible, who God says you are, what God says you are, what God says you can be, and work on that. And then create your vision, create, transform yourself and start achieve. You'll start seeing yourself achieve. You start seeing, even yearning to get to understand, why were you created? So what is your purpose on earth? So what's my purpose really? What's my purpose? What is your purpose? Why were you here? Why are you here? The reason why this was created or was made, this is a lip balm, is for us to, to use for our lips, to just soften the lips and all that. So you, with your creator, okay, the person who made this Nivea lip balm had a purpose of it being used for that purpose. So your creator, had a purpose for you. What is that purpose? So the vision board will anchor you into your purpose during storms. So what is this that you're supposed to be doing every day, waking up to every day? A vision board is, maybe I'll give you an example. Like, you can create a vision board for sales. If you're a sales executive, you can create a vision for your, maybe, customers, the number of customers you want to achieve. Depending on what you do, create a vision board depending on what you do every day, what you have been doing according to your purpose. So this is to try and make our future tangible. When you're visualizing, about something, like now, if I am visualizing about driving my dream car, I have to somehow think of myself driving that car. Imagine myself in that car, sitting in it and holding the steering. I can imagine how cruising in that car is going to feel so nice. Going for a holiday, my with my kids, and my luggages are at the back, and I'm just enjoying the breeze as I drive, and good music. This has, even saying it now, it has given me a certain emotion. So you're trying to make your dreams tangible. They are in the future, yes, but the emotions that they create when you imagine yourself doing those things, it feels like it's real. It feels like it's going to happen. It's definitely going to happen, because this is something that you have already lived in earlier. So you are reliving your future until it happens. And you need to have, like, different kinds of goals. So if it is income, you need to have your income goals. How much do I want to be earning by, let's say, end of the year? What is my target income at the end of the year? What is my target lifestyle reward? Because lifestyle is a reward of your hard work. It's a reward of your goals, the way you have your activities, the way you have been doing them. If it is, maybe, like, you're struggling to pay rent, how do you want to see yourself paying the rent at the end of the year? Is it for the whole year and you've done with it until the next year comes? Or do you want to pay your rent? Or do you want to even just elevate yourself and buy a house? So start, instead of paying rent to somebody who owns that house, what about you paying towards ownership? Meaning that your income has increased and now you're able to afford a mortgage. Or children, changing your children from a public school to a private school, or from a private, the local system, to an international system. Or having a family vacation, family holiday with your children and your husband or your wife. So lifestyle rewards, put it on your vision board. Career achievements. Do you want to do your master's, your PhD? Do you want to change careers? Do you want to be recognized and given an award for something that you have achieved? Such kind of things. Look at them and ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? What do I want to be, where do I want to be? Do I want to be able to be given an industry award or recognition? Think about it. Yeah. Then you put that in your vision board. Yeah, your personal life, your whys, your personal whys, family commitments, family moments together. What do you envision yourself doing with your family? What are you building with your family? What legacy are you building for your family? Put it in a vision board. It may sound like fantasy right now, but this is your exact future. This is your exact future. This is your future, which is going to be funded by today's discipline. And once you have that vision board, you put it on the board. And vision board is an easy way to create a vision board is you get photos, you download them, you cut them, and you paste. But an even easier way to make a vision board right now, because we have AI, is to command AI, to instruct AI, and let it come up with a vision board for you. Another easier way is using Canva. You need to learn how to use these things and utilize them for yourself. So using Canva, you create a template and you paste photos of what you want to achieve in your vision board. So don't let it be vague, but something that you can really see, something that it stays on your face. My vision board is on opposite where it's like when I wake up, it will be the first thing I see. It's also, and this one is funny. Please don't laugh at me, but it is in the toilet, on my washroom wall. When I enter the washroom, when I'm doing my thing, I have something to think about. I have something that I can see. So now these things that they become for me, putting them there, they become like my motivation, my reason behind everything that I do, my reason behind my efforts. So I see them, I feel motivated, and I have the energy to get up and do something. So have discipline to be able to work on your vision board, on your dreams. Have routines. Have things that you have set for yourself to achieve on a daily basis. You can say like having a morning ritual. Every day you have a morning ritual. And when we talk about a morning ritual, you people who are too spiritual, of course it's good to be spiritual, but sometimes we go overboard and we even get ahead of ourselves and we don't even know what we are talking about. So a ritual is not something satanic. It's not witchcraft. A ritual is like, I wake up in the morning, like what I do. I wake up in the morning, I pray. My first thing, what I usually do is I go to the wash. I step down, I put my feet down, and I say, "Thank you, God, for this new day." I can say it loudly if I feel like, but many times I don't feel like saying it loudly. I say it in my heart and I go to the washroom, I freshen up, I come back. Now I am fresh. I can sit with my Lord and Savior for about 30 minutes, doing something, reading the Bible and praying. And then, so that's my me time, my quiet time. Then after that, I take I put on my fitness gear and step out for a walk. I have been doing this. Today is I think day, I'm not sure, but about day what? Day 30 days plus 20, about 50 something days doing the same. Of course, there are days that I didn't do. Like I usually have one day of rest every week, and yeah, Christmas passed me by, New Year passed me by. I didn't do anything. I rested, but it didn't mean that I'm failing. It meant that I was still adjusting. I'm still adjusting. And I'm still adjusting up to today until I get to 100 days and say that I have been consistent with this. And yeah, now I can talk about it like I am a pro in this. I am doing it. But I am also inviting you on board. Let's do this. The fact that I'm not the expert doesn't mean that I have nothing to offer. If you want an accountability partner in your fitness journey, especially walking, please hit me up. I have a club that I will add you in, and we will continue doing this together. So, have a morning ritual that will guide how your day goes. This morning ritual is like something to help you to get grounded. So, for me, after I go for my walk, I come back. I usually take 2 glasses of warm water in the morning. I take one before my just after pasting and brushing my teeth. I take my warm water with a pinch of salt. Then after I take another one as I do what I have to do. Then I go out to do my walk, come back, drink water, still warm water. This helps me to even clear the gut, and I feel good about it. And I continue drinking water until maybe when I'm about to leave the house, then I can take another cup, a cup of coffee. Coffee without sugar, just black coffee, no sugar, no milk for me. I think I'm done sucking, so for me, no more milk until I don't know when. I know, yeah, until the end of time. So I don't take milk at all. So yeah, we have to have some rituals that will help us to ground ourselves and to you know to do better, to have better days, to have better results. So this is going to help you to slowly drive what feels uncomfortable to start feeling comfortable, to start feeling like now maybe okay, what else can I do? So I know in the coming future, I will elevate myself from just walking to walking and weights maybe. Yeah, think about it. So, where are you? Please write on the comments. Where are you in your goals? What is your pain point when it comes to setting goals? What are your challenges? Can we talk about them? And I'm here to help if you want, if you feel like you need help. I'm here to help. So let's see. Let's see from the comments. Let's see from the comments what you have to say. I'm your girl, Angela Nzilani, a life coach. Healing and transformation is my mantra. See you again in the next one.